Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Roy Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. When I was little and I was taking dance classes, and when my first recital came around, I was so excited to be a pretty ballerina. Well, guess what? They put me in a cardboard PB&J costume instead. So I know how it feels to get all excited about a role per se, and then see or try on what you'll be wearing. Suddenly you don't feel so glamorous. So let's take a look at the top 10 actors who hated their superhero movie costumes. In the number 10 spot, we have Tom Holland. The newest Spider-Man actor may be a welcome addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but his costume apparently is not, at least in his eyes. He's admitted that the costume's not very comfortable, kind of a given, but he had to be watered through a tube in the mask, and he's also stated that all he can wear beneath the suit is a thong, which doubles down on the discomfort. Guys, if you think he's being overly sensitive, I invite you to try one on and see for yourselves. Next at number 9 is Mark Ruffalo. Mark didn't actually have to wear a Hulk costume, but in order to produce the suit, he had to wear a CGI motion capture suit. So while everyone else in the Avengers movies got to wear cool costumes, he wore a tight linen suit covered in dots. And to add insult to injury, the suit did not leave much to the imagination when it came to his, shall we say, endowment, which he admits himself is not as large as he may prefer. To take some familiar words and turn them around, that is a dude, not a man. Coming in at number 8 is Anne Hathaway. As Catwoman, Anne was expected to deliver the sex appeal in The Dark Knight Rises, and while many would agree it was a nice treat, it came at a cost to the actress's health. She said the suit became a psychological menace, glaring at her with its unforgiving fabric. She needed to be as svelte as possible, so the gym dominated her life for 10 months, and I can only imagine the horribly restricted diet she would have had to endure, which is scarier than anything to me. In the number 7 spot, we got Scarlett Johansson. The Black Canary suit is synonymous with sexy, but Scarlett couldn't find anything less sexy. She said it got so hot acting in the suit that she would literally wring out her socks at the end of the day, and the massive water loss attributed to brief hallucinations on set as well. It was basically like wearing a wetsuit all day, although it was just as easy to put on as one as well, so it's got that going for it. Up in number 6 is Jennifer Lawrence. While many actors on this list had to deal with putting on heavy and sweaty costumes, Jennifer had a whole other ordeal with her Mystique attire. Rather than put clothing on, she sat for 7 hours while blue body paint and makeup was applied to her body. 7 whole hours of breathing in the fumes. Luckily enough, it was cut to 3 hours for Days of Future Past, so she had slightly less possibility of contracting a respiratory illness. Coming in at number 5, we have Andrew Garfield, the second Spider-Man actor on this list, and one who, in my opinion, could never replace Tobey Maguire. Certainly gave some people certain assets, perhaps, that they were looking for in their Spider-Man, namely a shapely behind, one that the paparazzi apparently were all too happy to photograph. And this made Andrew very uncomfortable, feeling objectified. Guess he won't have to worry about that anymore, however. Next up at number 4 is Chadwick Boseman. In the Black Panther movie, the suit may have been contained in a necklace, but we don't have that science in real life. Not yet, anyway. Chadwick had to conjure up what he called a mental zen space in order to wear his catsuit without freaking out. The suit apparently restricted breathing and was incredibly hot. We are seeing a trend here. And perhaps the worst part is, vibranium claws or not, those itches were impossible to scratch under that material. Up next at number 3 is George Clooney. Okay, we can just throw this out there. Clooney's take on Batman for Batman and Robin was a mess all around. But what was even messier is the infamous nipple suit. That's right, Clooney hated the suit as much as we did, claiming it as one of the most embarrassing parts of the movie. Was there a reason the nipples had to have such prominence? 40 pounds of rubber cannot be that cold. Oh, and fun fact, he reportedly peed a few times in the suit too because it was that much of a pain taking it off and on. In the number 2 spot, we have Christian Bale. 2 Batmans in a row. Although Christian Bale will always be my Batman, he was all too relieved to hand over the suit to Ben Affleck. According to Christian, when he first tried out the suit, it restricted his movements and squeezed his head like a vice. So it might have helped out with the typical Batman rage and anger aspect, but after a while it was just too inconvenient and he asked for a new suit to be made. Full these other guys had to deal with it. And finally, in the number 1 spot is Margot Robbie. The Harley Quinn outfit was one of the most popular superhero costumes out there, especially when Halloween rolled around. But Margot herself did not love the shorts and tee. According to her, the fabric was unforgiving and way too clingy, especially if she had a big lunch. A woman we can learn from. As As well, the bangles she had to wear were constantly stabbing her, especially with scenes that involved lots of movement. Goes to show you, whether it's a 50-pound suit or a simple shirt, there will always be wardrobe malfunctions. So those were the top 10 actors who hated their hero movie costumes. Let me know in the comment section down below who surprised you the most. My name is Rory Destroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.